Good morning all. Welcome to PMR Academy. So today we start the previous EAMCET papers. This is useful not only for the inter second or first year, but also for the students who are 9th and 10th. For average and above average students, we can also understand because the intermediate things, these are all based on the high school standards. For example, Newton's law, all these things, friction, etc. Now we go to the first problem in the previous EAMCET paper, that is two situations are shown in figure. This is a mass m1 and the mass m2, both are connected by a string and they are passing, the strings are passing over a pulley. This is the pulley. Now here the mass m2 is subjected to gravitational effect, it is subjected to gravitational force. Whereas m1 is not subjected to the gravitational force because here there is a surface. The surface is preventing the effect of gravity. Therefore, there is no effect of gravity. Simply, suppose if you place a book on the table, it will not fall. Whereas if you place the book in the space, if you release it, it will fall onto the ground because of gravitational force. Here we are asked to find out the acceleration in the first situation and the acceleration in the second situation. Here the mass m2, as it is subjected to gravitational force, gravitational effect, here we have the gravity effect of m2 into g. So here we have the gravity effect of what? m2 into g. This gravitational force m2 into g pulls down the mass m1. Assuming that there is no friction, both masses will have an acceleration, that is increase in velocity or change in velocity. They will have the a1 value, acceleration a1 value. Therefore here we can write both the masses m1 and m2 will move with an acceleration of a1. According to Newton's second law, F is equal to ma. Total mass here is the combination of two masses m1 and m2. So we get m1 plus m2 as they are moving with an acceleration a1. m1 plus m2 into a1. This is because of the force m2 into g. So this is called as balancing of the forces, gravitational force, and this is accelerating force. So from this a1 is equal to so here we can write a1 is equal to m2g divided by m1 plus m2. In the problem it is given the masses m1 as 4 kg, m1 as 4 kg and m2 as m1 as 3 kg and m2 as 4 kg. So we can write here as 3 kg and this as 4 kg. Therefore m2 into g 4 into 10 by m1 plus m2 3 into 4. From this calculation we get a1 is equal to 40 by 7 meter per second square. It is the unit of acceleration, meter per second square. Unit of velocity is meter per second, unit of acceleration is meter per second square. Now coming to the second situation, the first difference between the two situations is here only m2 is subjected to gravitational effect. Here both m1 and m2 are subjected to gravitational effect. Therefore here net gravitational force is m2 minus m1 into g because m2 is moving downwards and m1 is moving upwards. Because the weight of m2 is 4, why it is happening? Because weight of m2 is 4 kg, weight of m1 is 3 kg, so the dominating force is 4 kg, therefore the body moves down and the gravitational effect is more. Therefore, as the directions are opposite, we use the sign minus. Here, as the directions are same, we use the sign plus. So, that difference we have to note down. So, here m2 minus m1 into g is the net gravitational force which is moving both bodies with an acceleration of a2, Therefore, both bodies m1 plus m2 are moving with a2. Coming to the moment, why here it is plus? Because both are moving in the clockwise direction, But why minus here? Because one is moving down in the direction of gravity, one is moving up against the direction of gravity. Therefore, we use the sign m2 minus m1 into g. From this A2 is equal to M2 minus M1 into G divided by M1 plus M2. M2 4, M1 3, 4 minus 3 by 4 plus 3 into G into 10, we get 1 into 10, 10 by 7, 10 by 7 meter per second. So the answer is A1 is 40 by 7, B and A2 is 10 by 7 meter per second square. So here concept is effect of gravity, direction of that is motion because of gravity. These are all considered. So it is simply understanding the effect of gravity and balancing the forces using the Newton's second law of motion. It is there in the 9th class, it is there in the 10th class. So those students who are in 9th and 10th can also understand the problem, do it so that you can have a good idea about EAMCET. Now coming to the another problem. Equation of a particle is given by y is equal to px minus qx square. It is parabolic, it is the equation for parabola where p and q are constants, and x is variable. The ratio of maximum height to the range of particle. So here we are getting height and range. So this is called as projectile. Because when you project a particle into the space, it is called as projectile. Now here, for a projectile, y is equal to x tan theta minus of g into x square by u square cos square theta. This is the equation for the projectile. This you need to remember. Y is equal to x tan theta minus of g into x square by u square cos square theta. From this we get here the coefficient of x is tan theta. Here the coefficient of x is p. Here we can also write like this. If you have any doubt, here we can make the y is equal to px minus qx square. So here x coefficient is p, here x coefficient is tan theta, therefore p is equal to tan theta. Here x square coefficient is q, here x square coefficient is g, therefore we can write qx square, we can write q is equal to g by 2 mu square cos square theta. So ఇక్కడ x square coefficient q ఉంది, ఇక్కడ x square coefficient ఏముంది g by 2 mu square cos square theta. Therefore p is equal to tan theta, q is equal to g by 2 mu square cos square theta. So after getting these values, we know that for a projectile h is equal to u square sin square theta by 2g. And the particle is projected, the maximum height it reaches, h is equal to u square sin square theta by 2g. The range, the distance at which the particle travels, is called as r. Range is equal to u square sin 2 theta by g. These are the two formulas which you have in your physics subject, the state and motion chapter. So we want to calculate what is h by. In the problem it is given as the range of but we have to find out h by r. We have to, question is here it is, this is the question. We have to find out the ratio h. It is given the ratio of maximum height to the range of particle h by r. H by r is equal to u square sin square theta by 2g. This is so equal to h by r, u square sin square theta up to 2g by 2g into u square sin square 2 theta by 2. అంటే ఈ ఫార్ములా ఇక్కడ వచ్చేసింది, ఆర్ ఫార్ములా ఇక్కడ వచ్చేసి, దిస్ ఈజ్ ద ఆర్ ఫార్ములా. సో ఇక్కడ మన క్యాలిక్యులేషన్ అన్ని సింప్లిఫై చేస్తే u square gets cancelled, g gets cancelled, finally we get here sin theta. Sin 2 theta is written as 2 sin theta cos theta. From your trigonometry you can write here sin 2 theta is equal to 2 sin theta cos theta. So again sin gets cancelled, we get the formula h by r is equal to sin theta by cos theta into 1 by 4. But you know that sin theta by cos theta is equal to tan theta, that is tan theta by 4, but tan theta is equal to p, therefore the option is p by 4. Next we go to the third problem. Tossing. Tossing means flying to and fro between the two cars. Say here a bird is tossing and is moving towards first car and from the second car. Just itla podam, illa raadam. This is called as tossing. Flying to and fro means towards and from between the two cars moving towards each other. These two cars are moving towards each other. Cars are moving towards each other. One car has a speed of 54 kmph means kilometers per hour and the other has a speed of 36 kilometers per hour. The bird starts moving from first car towards the other with a speed of 36 kilometers per hour. Where two cars were separated by 36 kilometers. So these are separated by 36 kilometers. These are having a distance of 36 kilometers per hour. The total distance covered by the bird before the cars meet each other. రెండు కార్స్ కలిసేటప్పుడు బర్డ్ ఎంత మనకు ద డిస్టెన్స్ కవర్ చేస్తుంది అంటే బర్డ్ ఈజ్ మూవింగ్ టువర్డ్స్ లైక్ దిస్ టు అండ్ ఫ్రో. వెన్ ద టూ కార్స్ మీట్ రెండు కలిసినప్పుడు బర్డ్ ఎంత డిస్టెన్స్ ట్రావెల్ చేస్తుంది. సో డిస్టెన్స్ బిట్వీన్ టూ కార్స్ ఈజ్ గివెన్ యాజ్ 36 కిలోమీటర్స్. సో time to meet is equal to distance by relative velocity. We know that velocity is equal to distance by time. So time is equal to displacement or distance by velocity. So total distance divided by relative velocity, because we use relative velocity when there are two elements. For example, there are two cars. They are moving relative to each other, so we have to use the term relative velocity. When there is only one car, you need not use the term relative velocity. So two cars are there, we have to relate the velocities. Therefore total distance is 36, relative velocity is 54. One car is moving with 54, another car is moving with 36. That is v1 minus v2. 54 minus 36. It is moving in the opposite direction, therefore the sign is given as minus 36. Then relative velocity is v1 minus v2. First car is 54, second car is 36. The sign is given because second car is moving in a direction opposite to the first car. Therefore 54, we can write v1 minus of minus v2. So when the two elements are moving in the opposite direction, then we get plus sign for relative velocity. When they are moving in the same direction, we get minus sign. So here we get 36 by this value 54 plus 36, that is 36 by 90, we get 0.4 hour. 0.4 hour. In this time the bird travels, because the bird velocity is 36 kilometers per hour into 0.4, that is 14.4 kilometers. If you multiply with 1000, we get in meters, that is 14,400 meters. This is the option. Next last problem is, if the average translational kinetic energy of a molecule in a gas is equal to kinetic energy of an electron accelerating from rest through 10 volts, then the temperature of the gas molecule. Boltzmann constant is given as 1.38 into 10 to the power of minus 23 joule per Kelvin. And here velocity is voltage is equal to 10 volts. Translation of molecule formula is 3 by 2 kT. Translational energy of the molecule. Translational energy of the molecule is 3 by 2 kT, which is equal to kinetic energy of electron EV. Kinetic of energy is electron is given as EV. Translation of molecule at a given temperature is given as 3 by 2 kT, where K stands for Boltzmann constant, T for temperature. Here we have to find out the temperature. This is the question. So from this, T is equal to 2 by 3, this is 3 by 2, if it goes rightwards we get 2 by 3 divided by K. So 2 EV by 3K. 2 EV, this is EV is the charge of electron. Value of 1 EV is equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 or minus 19 into voltage is what? 10. This is the charge of electron. This is in coulombs. Voltage is what? 10. Divided by 3 into, this is the value of Boltzmann constant. We get the answer as 773 into 10 to the power of 4, or it can be written as 77.3 into 10 power 3. This can be written as some students will be getting confusion. 773 into 10 into, that is 7.73 into 10 into 10 power 3. If you multiply with 10, it becomes 77.3 into 10 to the power of 3 Kelvin. So these are the problems. So need not worry. Those who are average students in intermediate and average and above average in 9th and 10th, they can also follow it. Don't worry about the EAMCET. Some students will be saying that EAMCET is very tough because they feel why they will be tough, because in the regular subject they go in the way of IP exam, intermediate public examination, but concepts are same. Something like deviation will be there, but nothing will be deviated from the basic concepts. కాన్సెప్ట్స్ మీకు బాగా ఉంటాయి, కొద్దిగా ఎక్స్ట్రాగా మీరు చదవగలిగితే డెఫినెట్లీ కెన్ గెట్ గుడ్ ర్యాంక్. ఇన్ ద నెక్స్ట్ క్లాసెస్ we will have some more problems with the previous EAMCET papers. Thank you.